He's been in the thick of all the action right through, especially Bharat's international push and sealing equations with nations like the United States. Ambassador Taranjit Singh Sandhu now is in a different avatar, Lok Sabha candidate of the BJP from Amritsar. Namaste, sir. Thank you for speaking with us.
Wonderful to reconnect with you.
How is it from diplomacy to Jan Sampark?
Well, Anand, honestly, in a sense, I feel it's a continuation. Diplomacy was public service. Two, especially connecting United States and India. And you are aware we were able to convert that relationship into a partnership. Here, I must say that Amritsar has missed a lot on development. It used to be one of the top 10 cities of India, no longer so. So I do feel that it's a opportunity. Of course, it's a challenge, but it's an opportunity to get Amritsar connected with the center and with the central schemes, as well as bring international investments, which are already coming into Bharat.
But you have roots, deep roots in Amritsar. Your grandfather was, correct me if I'm wrong, was one of the founder members of the SGPC. Your father was a professor at Khalsa College. So an academic himself. So there are connections spiritually and also socially within your family.
You know, you mentioned about my grandfather. He was a freedom fighter and he was also the leader of Sikh reform, Gurdwara reform movement in the 20s, 19s. And in fact, in his memory, there is a building named within the Darbar Sahib complex, the only non-guru to have that. So imagine, he died in 1926 in Lahore jail. And you are also right, my father, he was the legendary principal of Khalsa College Amritsar. And Khalsa College Amritsar came up back. Then he became the founder vice chancellor of Guru Nanak Dev University. So his contribution in the education area, especially in this region, which is called the Maja region, is widely recognized.
But how do you see it politically, sir? Because after Navjot Singh Sindhu, the BJP has not been able to breach Amritsar. Be it Mr. Arun Jaitley, be it Mr. Hardeep Puri, there has been a void. How do you see it this time around? And also politically, the dynamics are different. In the past, the Akali Dal was there with the NDA and there was it used to be a two-way fight. Now it's a four-way fight, if not more. There is the Congress, there's the BJP, there is the Aam Aadmi Party and the Shiromani Akali Dal.
So look, Anand, certainly there are challenges. But as I told you, these challenges also give opportunities. You recall when I went to the United States, there was never a dearth of challenges. But we converted them and we delivered. So here too, yes, there have been instances in the past, but you should remember that ultimately the story in Amritsar, as it appears to me, and increasingly I've been going in both urban and rural areas, development, law and order, drugs, you'll be surprised, cleanliness, because sewerage and water are intermixing. That intermixing which is leading to poisonous water. And income generation, both in industry and in agriculture, are low. Unemployment is high. Youth needs to be engaged. And therefore, these challenges, I have brought these in the forefront. So I would say it's interesting to see now that the other candidates who are so fond of throwing mud, which I'm not doing so, are actually now starting to talk about development. And they have been around for so many years. So development is the key. And I think people in Amritsar recognize that Prime Minister Modi has brought development to Bharat. And that is resonating with people. And I am sending that message out.
With Punjab, the PM always, and especially with Sikhi, the Prime Minister has a very, very close bond. And there is immense respect. And there is a history to it. But is that appreciated on ground, sir?
Firstly, about the Prime Minister. See, Prime Minister, you are absolutely right. Even just look at the interview he has done recently. And look at the photograph behind him. you can see there's Kashi and there is Darbasa.
Ji.
And that's visible. His answers also reflect that. But his actions, you look at the kind of help which he has always extended to Punjab, including the farmers. You actually look at the facts and not fiction. See, there is politics going on. And that politics is unfortunate. But look at the blacklist, because I was involved in 2014.
Ji.
The numbers of blacklist which was done away. You look at the Congress time, look at this. If you look at the history of Congress and the Sikhs, there's a lot that can be said. So by over-projecting and playing politics here, I don't think the opposition is doing justice. Even on the celebrations of the anniversaries, birthdays of gurus, Guru Nanak Dev, Guru Gobind Singh, doing the Akhand Path at Red Fort.
But does that reflect on ground? Does that resonate? Or is the entire, spillover effect of the farm laws, because Punjab was the epicenter of the entire protest for more than a year, the entire Khalistani aspect, which is now coming to the fore from Canada, that influence, how much do you see on ground, sir?
Look, there'll always be elements which will try and exploit that in order to generate support for themselves. But I'm going to the rural area. Look, these protests have a political side, and people on the ground increasingly know. I think it's important to enhance the incomes of the farmers, just like as it is important in Amritsar to enhance the incomes of industry. Well, there are so many programs, as I said, Prime Minister's programs, which farmers are taking benefits of. So it's, if you look at the figures, those are quite surprising. And even if we get to MSP, ultimately we should not forget what was the objective of the MSP. The British put MSP for a particular purpose.
Yeah.
Punjab, did it start rice and wheat right in the beginning? No. Wheat came in late 60s and rice came only in 70s.
Who's your real competition? The Aam Aadmi Party? The Congress?
Well,
I also asked you about the Kejriwal factor, Arvind Kejriwal and the APA.
On Aam Aadmi, look, I think last 2.5 years are reflective. There was a hope that was generated, and that hope is not being lived up to. So everybody is welcome. Look, this is, as they say, it's Guru Nagari. So if Mr. Kejriwal wants to come and pay his respects, he's most welcome. But the people of Amritsar are also looking at their development and those development works. So he is most welcome, but he needs to focus on that.